Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 5 of Breakout, a Modpack by acanthea. So, we haven't really decided on a path yet, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of automation, and this is going to be the last episode before we choose a crossroad. In episode 4, I put a pinned comment, well, I'm talking too much, just give me a second. We're going to need resources, and we're going to need blaze rod, hopefully. And what I want to do is I want to start some dust sieving. So I'm going to start that right now so that while I'm explaining everything that I want to do. So let's get started with that. And also, you know what? There's always a problem with series like this, where if you're playing as someone that's recording, you want to do the best possible and use as little time as possible. Well, some people, they will just record for, play 30 minutes with 5 hours of recording. And since I want to show absolutely everything, I can't really do that. But one thing I've discovered that was really important all the time is that even though you don't want to spend too much, you still need to spend at least a minimum amount of resource for the best result. So I'm going to be grabbing 64 of this, which is 8. Perfect. So I'm going to be grabbing more than 64. You know what? I'm going to be grabbing all of it and this, all of it, because the nuggets, the only real use that we have for nuggets right now is for the sieve, which I have no intention of making another one, and for diamond. So there's really no goal of keeping the nuggets not transform into diamond. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be crafting. Oh god, this hurt my soul just thinking about it. So that's 18 diamond gone forever, but we now have a compressed diamond hammer. And the reason why this is a good investment is because of these here. So let's look at what book we have. We have a Power 2, don't care. Power 3, don't care. Oh, Unbreaking 3, I do want that. Sieve Efficiency 2, no smelting, Unbreaking, Shimmer, Fire Aspect. Okay, so I don't have the best enchantments ever, but you see where I'm going with this, because I'm going to be able to add enchantment to this hammer, and I'm going to make it much better. So now it's supposed to be 1561, but hardened 3 means that it's going to break not as easy. One of the enchantment that I'm going to want to add as soon as possible is going to be like an efficiency speed enhancement, but not one for sieve, since this is not a sieve. But you can already see that it's kind of quicker and it's not getting damaged as much. And whenever it gets too damaged, that's the one thing. You have to be really careful. Don't let it break, because if it breaks, it's disappear and you lose 18 diamond. Whereas if I only let it get damaged to a certain point, I can always use a diamond to fix it at some point. I completely forgot that I already had some compressed gravel in there. Anyway, so let's talk about what's coming next. So in episode 4, I pinned a comment where I said, this is how I would do the branches, and I want you guys to vote on it. And as I've recorded this, there's already one vote where it's basically someone just took kind of the same order but put Termal Expansion on top. Now, I really don't have a problem. I could even start with Botania. The only reason I don't want to start with Botania is that Botania, I feel, is going to take at least 3 episodes, because I'm going to have to wait for the mana to regen to unlock another pick of choice. The way I would really like to approach this is have, in one episode, bang out each category and at least get the pick of choice to go to the next level. Botania is the only one you cannot do it. You need Terra Steel, and Terra Steel is a lot of mana. So it's the only one you can't really do in one episode. Ender IO, Actually Edition, Thermal Expansion, those are all mod packs that I'm pretty sure I can get the pick of choice in one episode, which means we could, in 3 episodes, get 3 branch done, well, not completely done, let's be honest. I didn't mean completely done. I meant we could get 3 branch to a level enough where we'd get the next pick of choice and we'd be able to open the next, what did I have some cobblestone in here. Yeah, okay, perfect. So that out. Do I do this? No, there's no point. Let's keep the cobblestone here. Sorry. So I'm just trying to do, as always, too many things at the same time, and I know that sieving is boring. The only reason I stopped sieving in the last episode was that the last episode was already like an hour long. I basically did 1 hour of setup and sieving, and I didn't even show you the setup yet, but I just want to explain where I'm going and get that sieving started into, well, I want to get this hammering, I guess, into sieving as soon as possible, because the sieve is not going to be instant. I'm going to put it in the machine back there, and what I want is a lot of dust, because we need some blaze powder. I'm hoping to get into the ender tank. So back to what I was saying. Like 1 episode Ender IO, I'm pretty sure in 1 episode I can unlock the next pickaxe. Actually Edition, same thing. A bit harder, but doable. Termal Expansion, absolutely possible, easy. Botania, no. So the idea to me would be really to keep Botania last. And I would do the other 3, and I would dedicate an episode to each, where in each episode I would rush the unlocking of the next pickaxe. And then I would move on to the next mod pack. Yes, I'm already planning 5 other series. I mean, I would move on to the next road, crossroad, and move into that one enough to get the next pickaxe of choice. And then once I got to Botania is a multi-episode thing. Like anytime I would get stuck waiting for mana, I would go back either to Ender IO, Actually Edition, or Termal Expansion to complete them. But the point is really to get to the secret room as fast as possible and to choose a road, well, at least a game plan, because it's hard for me to plan things if I don't know where I'm going. And if it's not the first series that you watch from me, you will know for sure that I'm the kind of guy that really likes planning and finding the fastest way. Like, this to me is a complete nonsense waste of time, and the only reason I have to do it right now is because I didn't plan properly and I didn't sieve enough in the last episode. So I'm just gonna come here and throw in some dust. Yeah, I said, where is this? Oh, okay, now I get it. So I'm gonna throw in some dust, he said, pushing dust for real. And we still need to reload this, and this is my major derp. It's been a while me playing, and I completely forgot this one thing. The coal generator also accepts lava. So this is major, so important. It's a like game changer, because at this point coal is expensive, lava, not so much. Anyway, so this got started, so I can continue with preparing some resource and finishing my explanation. You know what? I'm only going to do these extra 64 because at some point I need to start working on the actual episode. So, longest introduction ever, 20 minutes later. What I'm trying to say is that I really need you guys to vote on this, because the date that this video is posted, I'm going to want to record the day after, if possible, or 2 days later at the worst case. And then the road is going to be chosen. So if I only have 2 votes, well, I'm going to grab the first one based on those votes, and I'm going to decide on second, third, and fourth based on the other vote. But I don't want to block the series, and I want to be able to get some episodes regularly. At this point, let's be honest, I'm really excited about this mod pack, so I'm doing episode after episode after episode as a, hey, I'm back, and I want people to be excited. But where I'm going technically is I'd like to do I would like to not do more than 3 episodes per week. I would like to do more, but to be honest, life, work, other things, family, actually having time for myself. Who am I kidding? Time for myself means recording and playing Minecraft. But everything else needs some of my involvement in or time. So I want to be regular as possible so that you guys know when the videos are coming and to expect like a regular schedule. But I also want to be in a position where there's participation. And if I record too many episodes in advance, then there's no participation. Because you don't have a say in what's happening, or you give me trick. Like one of these things that I'm going to do right now is I never really noticed that there's something called team here, and you can change those team. And you know what? I like this standard dark team, which is going to be also easier on the eye when you're doing this really late. So I'm going to change to it. That was a comment from one of the viewers. So it's something that the comment happened, I think, on episode 1 or 2, but it's only happening now in episode 5 because I pre-recorded because I was so excited about all of this. So now that this has started, let me take a small break and get back to what we did. So in the last episode, in the time lapse, I finished this floor, and I also finished this bottom floor where I put a very big farm. And basically the farm, what I said is, it doesn't need necessarily to be this big, but when we get into canola power, I will want it that big, and having it that big means that if I come down here once or twice per episode, so the idea would be this. I would come here at the beginning of every episode to collect, or sorry, at the end of every episode before the time lapse, and at the end of the time lapse, so basically every beginning, to collect as many resources as I can. And right now I don't have enough canola, so one of the things that I'm doing, like if I'm growing stuff, I might as well use as many spots as possible to begin with. But my goal was to replace a whole side with canola as much as I can. So this side is the canola, this one's the wheat, this one's the carrot, this one's the potato, and in the middle you get a little bit of rice for the rice ball. And time for the reveal. So when I opened all of this up, I was very careful not to break the growth crystal, but now let's break it. Because of 2 things. 1, quest. So this is kind of cheating, but I'm going to have to create a growth crystal so I don't mind, and it's only giving me experience. So I'm going to claim this, and the reason I say that is that there's a growth crystal tier 2. Oh, I didn't even read the quest. I'm such an amateur. Growth rate. I can use concentrated bone meal to speed up the rate of my farms. So they say concentrated bone meal. I'm going to show you what they mean by that. If I look at bone meal, how do they, oh, it's 2 word, yeah, of course. So if I look at bone meal, I can use bone meal with, where is it? Sometimes finding a, you know what, let's do it this way. I can use bone meal around a rice slime ball or a slime ball and make bones. And from bones, I can make compressed bone block out of 9. And out of compressed bone block, I can make a growth crystal with the sea lantern and everything else. And with growth crystal, so 4 growth crystal and some potions, I can make a growth crystal tier 2. So even though the quest says, like the point of the quest is to tell you to grow one, and picking it up gave it to me, I'm still going to have to craft 3 of those, so it really doesn't matter. But what was important is I wanted to show you right here, below, under all of this is obsidian, well, polish obsidian. But here there's something called chiseled metamorphic mesa stone brick, and the level is improbable. If I come in good old JEI and search improbable, these are the improbable pickaxe. Palace crystal, and palace is only lapis in the atomic reconstructor, very cheap. So this is the cheapest way of breaking into this. The second cheapest way is the steel pickaxe. Steel pickaxe, you get steel from Ender IO, 1 iron with 4 pulverized gold, or Thermal Expansion, induction smelter, same recipe, 1 iron with 4 pulverized coal, or Botania with a mana steel pickaxe. A mana steel pickaxe is 3 mana steel, which is 1 iron and a lot, well, it seems like not a lot, but it is a lot of mana. And then it shows the Terra Steel. I'm like, who would do Terra Steel when Terra Steel is a crazy amount of mana with a diamond pearl, a diamond, a mana pearl, and a mana steel ingot? We're gonna have to do this, but this is way too expensive. So whichever crossroad I open on the date that on the episode that I open the crossroad, it's also the episode that I'm gonna open up this room and show you what the room looks like. And it's an amazing room, and it's something that you really need to open up your playthrough and go faster. So let me just eat a little bit, and then I'll be able to start automating and start questing, which is what I wanted to do today. So first, let's get rid of all of these things. This. Perfect. I would, let's get rid of this. I'm going to keep the ender dust on me, not the ender dust, the dust on me, because I can always, replenish here. Okay, so let's look at the quest book and let's look at what we want to do. Like I said, today I want to start automating, which means I want to move this setup. I want to create way more power and have such a nice, beautiful power setup. And it's going to be a power setup that's good enough until I get to canola oil or crystallized oil. Anyway, it's going to be really great, but I need to move this power around. So I need power conduit, Sparky. When you are first getting started, cheap flux ducts will probably be all you need to move power around your base. So we're going to need leadstone flux duct and hardened flux duct. So let's look at flux duct. So flux duct are made like this, 6 redstone, 2 lead, and well, just a glass. It shows every possible option, but it's basically just glass. And harden is that 3 of them for 1 invar. So basically, I want to craft 18 of those, so I want to get 3 craft of those. So to get 3 craft of those, I need 6 invar. If you remember, invar is iron and nickel. So let's look, what do I have in here? Nothing interesting. So let's go grab some iron and some nickel. And we'll just use the little K job on both of those. And I said I wanted how many? I said I wanted to have 6 craft. So I'm going to need 8. Well, I'm not going to need 8, but I'm just going to do this. Like basically, it's always the same thing with me. I want to waste the littlest amount of time as possible. So I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to get it cooking. And while it's cooking, I'm going to move on to other quests because I'm going to be crafting a lot of things for my automation. How is this going? This quartz grindstone is painfully slow. I want the Ender IO sag mill, or at the very least the thermal foundation crusher pulverizer, or what's the other one in actually edition? I think it's called a crusher, but I want one of these because if you look at this, if you put them through where is it? If I put them through a redstone furnace pulverizer, no, that's flux anodizer pulverizer, you get 2 and potential platinum. If you put them through a crusher, it's 2 and a potential platinum, more chance of platinum, which is kind of weird. So the other one is 10%, this one's 15%. And if I put it in a sag mill, then I get 2 and this one with 10%, but depending on the grinding ball that we use, there's an even higher percentage. So this is really important to get to the next level as fast as possible. So I'm just going to do this job a little bit more, and then we're going to talk about the automation. So you see the back wall there? We're going to set up some power with the coal generator. Since the coal generator uses lava, we're going to use coal generator, and fill them with lava buckets. And we're going to be able to automate the whole process. I'll show you that. Under those cold generator, I'll run my power line. And under my power line, I'll run my automation setup. So let me just see. Okay, so this is, I'm even going to get more invar than I wanted, but this is the kind of thing where you don't complain. You're just happy that you're getting more invar. So 15, there's only one left. So it's going to stop the crank the moment I'm finished. I'm also going to do just a little bit extra. I know I'm just trying to do too many things at the same time, but it's important for me. Let's just go back here. And when I said that we can use lava, well, lava is also usable in a furnace. So instead of using my coal, which is way too expensive, like I want to keep the coal for other things that are going to come later, I can also put a lava bucket here and voila, and get the lava bucket back. I'm going to refill it immediately and put it back in the coal furnace so that this doesn't stop. Hey, 25 blaze powder. Anyway, so now that we have all of this and it's cooking, I'm also going to get 12 gold ore piece and 12 silver. Yes, 12 silver. And that's because I also want to make some electrum, because I'm going to need the electrum to make some more advanced servos. Because that's also, we didn't complete the servo quest last time. If you remember, we made a servo, we made a retriever, but we never made the filter. And at this point, we're going to need the filter. And the way the servo, retriever, and filter works is that they can be upgraded to tier 2 with Invar and to tier 3 with Electrum. And they push, pull, or filter more stuff at each level and faster. So it's really, if you want to have a setup that doesn't get bogged down, there are some key points in place where you need to go whole log and set up like a higher tier. You don't need the higher tier everywhere. Like if I'm pushing from the hammerer to the, so 4 and 4 got me 6 and 6. That's good. I'm not going to complain about that. So what? Sorry, I just, like I said, I'm all over the place. So what I was saying is, you know what? I'm going to keep those for later because I'm probably going to need Invar later. So there are places where it's not going to be important, but there are other places where it is going to be important. So let's start crafting. Leadstone, I said I wanted 18, and hardened flux duct. Oh boy, Derp City incoming. I already had Invar. Well, it's not bad. I'm always going to need the Invar, but that was kind of a derpy waste of time a little bit. So let's remove this. I should not have put the bonsai pot here. And to be honest, I shouldn't even have put down the bonsai pot because I already have some automated bonsai pot, which means I'm a super mega derp, because I didn't even show you the top floor. In the time lapse, I finished the top floor, but I didn't even show you. So let's go to the top floor for 1 second. In the top floor, automated the strainer. Oh God, I hate the strainer. I hate them with a passion. Can't push or pull. The only way they work, or that I figured out how they work, is with hopper. So what I did is I hop into item duct with servos, because if you don't put servos, they're going to push from here to here and here to back here. So you need servos to direct them. So all of them gets their resource into a hopper that gets redirected to a box here, where you see that I put the box in the floor so that it was accessible from downstairs and from upstairs. And then I'm picking up from that box with a retriever and to say, give me bait pot and worms. Oops. So that there's always, every worm that I get from here or from here are automatically pushed into here. And I try to always have a bait pot because it makes the chance of getting something higher. So I crafted a second bait pot, but ideally you want 4 bait pot here, never more than 4. And 1 spot for the worm to come in and the worm to push in there. And then I put a hopper in front of each so that I can put more of each type of strainer so that they don't stop. And as you can see, I was running low on resource. I figured out in the time lapse of this episode, I'm going to fill them up completely. Then I moved my lava here, and I went kind of crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I knew that the lava was going to become my power source. And I have this basic drawer here that if it ever gets empty, or when it gets empty, I'll just replace it from the one downstairs. But this should last me 7 or 8 episodes or something like that. Then here, I put a retriever because I didn't want a servo on each of them, and all my bonsai pot here. So it's retrieving, and I didn't put any filter, so it's retrieving everything into here. And then I put another retriever here. I could have put a servo there. I don't know why I went with a retriever, because a retriever is, let's be honest, more expensive, but that's what I did. And I'm putting the oak leaf here. The oak leaves are then pushed into 5 potential oak crucible. Oh yeah, okay, they're coming. Maybe at some point the servo should be a higher level so that it pushes faster, but anyway. And then this pulls the water through a retriever, but there's a problem. If you notice here, the retriever is on its own line. It's not directly connected to this pipe. But here, the retriever is directly connected to this line. For whatever reason, the retriever doesn't retrieve from the place where it's in the same block. So that's why this one also needed a servo. And you know what? I'm looking at this, and clearly this is not pushing fast enough. So I'm going to have to upgrade the servo here, at least to the next level. But that's a matter for another time. So this pushes the water down here, and it fills these first. Supposed to fill these first, and then send the water downstairs. And these receive sand, and they get me soul sand. And you know what? Oh, no point taking this right now, but the soul sand is going downstairs to, I'll bring it downstairs to Steve. And I'm keeping this patch of grass so that I can try to get a cow. And you know what? One of the quests that I potentially want to do is a quest that's going to require a book. So a book requires leather, and leather you easily get from a cow. So I'm going to put this down here, but I'm too close. But when I'm down here, there's a chance that sometimes I'm far enough that it's going to be good. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to go like this. I want my flux duct to be, I think this length. I'm just going to put it that long for now and see where this goes, and I'm going to continue with the automation. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generators. I already have one, so I need to craft 4 more coal generator. Don't remember the recipe, so let's go look. Coal generator like this is, so I'm going to need 5 iron furnace, which means, oh, that's only 8, but that's not a problem. So I'm going to need 5 iron furnace. So 5 times 4 is 20, or I can just do the iron furnace. So let's go back here. I'm going to need 4, 8, 12. 9, 11, 12. Perfect. And then 5. So that's 5. And then I want to make 4. So I'm going to need 8 netherrack. And I'm going to need 4 block of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So now I need 8 netherrack. And if you're hearing the background noise, you've heard that we have a cow. So let me grab these 8, and really? Oh yeah, I took it up. So I'm just going to take this, put it down here, do the fast production trick of putting it on top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And come back here and say, I want 4 of those, and then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to move this one yet. I'm going to go see my cow. I don't even have a sword. So bronze is a great resource for pickaxe and whatever else that we need. So let's craft a bronze sword. Let's go upstairs and let's see if we're going to be lucky. Where's the cow? Hello? Oh my god, are you guys seeing the cow? Oh, it's right there. It's a mini cow, so no point in killing that cow. Mini cow don't give you anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft 2 more of these baits, and I'm going to go back upstairs and put 1 back so that hopefully I get a big cow, and in the meantime the other cow, the small one, grows into a big cow. And let's continue with the quest. So this is all set up. I'm going to grab this one. I'm not grabbing it right now because it's what's producing my power to do my dust sieving. So I'm going to let that continue because I really want more blaze powder, and that's not enough. So let's go to my quest because I've been playing left and right. No, you did not. You son of a bitch. It didn't detect when I crafted the other one. I was not careful, and that's something that I usually am. So now I have to do this once more just to detect the quest, just to be able to claim it. That is annoying. Anyway, let's come back here. That's done. And now we open up the other quests. And as part of the other quest, there's a tank here, a fluid tank. And I didn't do the fluid tank before because I thought I couldn't. While more expensive than the portable tank, the fluid tank has some added functionality in that it can be set to push or pull from any face. It also retains its content when broken. That's not even the important part. It is important, but it's not the important part for now. So let's go into fluid tank, and we're going to craft one. Fluid tank with iron, and the one, which is the quest. Perfect. Now, I'm going to show you why it's good. I'm going to put a fluid tank right here. It's good because, you see, first of all, we go here and configure and we say pull. So it's automatically getting lava from these tanks. And I'm going to put you back here. So it's filling. No pipe, no servo, no nothing. And then I can put bucket in them, and the buckets fill. And I can go to the back right here and say push. And push, as you can see on the screen, I can't move the mouse up. I'm going to move the mouse up to show you where, but here, see, it's going to become orange. This is what's being pushed. So now I can come back here and grab the item duck. Grab the... oh God. Okay, I'm also out of item duck. Oops. I'm also out of item duck. So I'm going to craft a couple of these, and I also want a servo, and I don't need a fast servo. And the reason I don't need a fast servo is that this right here, it's not going to be a fast process anyway. Like, it's not going to burn through the buckets this fast. So I can go like this, set a servo, and set to extract like this. And what it's going to do is it's going to push a bucket in here, and a bucket in here, and no here because we didn't have any. I'm going to need 5 buckets. So let's come back here and say bucket. Oh, fluid tank uses bucket? No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's search for bucket, and let's make 3 more bucket. 1, 2, 3. And put them in here. And this should push. So there's one here, none here, but it should come. None here, it should come. And what I'm going to do is 1 something something, 1 something. So it's I'm trying to count it in my head, and it's not going to work. So let's come back here and look at the quest book. This is done, and it gave me the 2 buckets, I guess. I just didn't notice. Next quest, a sturdy crate. This crate is not only larger than my usual chest, but also looked like I could tap dance on it with no risk of damage. Wants us to craft a small storage crate, which we've done before, and a chest to storage crate upgrade. So let's craft some storage crate. Storage crate. I'm going to be crafting 4 of those. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of chests. And then I can craft 4 of those. And the reason I crafted 4 is that I also want to make a chest to storage crate upgrade. Well, I don't want to. I honestly don't want to, but it's part of the quest. So I'm going to make 1 of those, and I'm immediately going to get rid of it by doing this. Shift, right click, boom, crate. Perfect. So that completes that quest, which gives me a small to medium, which I'm going to use, boom, right here. Bigger. So this was out of space. Now, oh, What is this? Double the space. Anyway, that's very interesting. So let's grab that. Now, I want to put a crate right here. I want to grab the photo hammer, and I would like to put it here, but I can't. I need to have a stupid item duct in between, and I need a servo. Let's go and craft 2 or 3 servo. I have one here, so let's not craft too many. For now, I'm going to craft 2. Like, it's one of those things where, like I'm at the point where I'm kind of starting to run out of resource. So I don't want to go too crazy because my goal is to get the setup done. And if I run out of resource, I can always make some in the time lapse. So right here, servo and extract. And let's say I want to hammer these cobblestone. Perfect. Then I want, this could work faster than the next step. So the clean and easy way to do this, let me throw this in here. The clean and easy way of doing it is to put a, did I not just craft 4 crates? Dude, where are my crates? Oh, right here, perfect. So then I can put another crate here and another item duct and another servo to extract. So this is, ooh, I had put some crushed endstone in there, some endstone, which became crushed endstone. Nope, don't want you there. Come back. So this is now filling with crushed endstone. So guess what? Yeah, this is next step. Next step in line is, why is this so weird? Okay, so next step in line is this. And now I'm going to need a servo that I'm going to put like this and dust. And now I can go dust all over the place. And I can grab all of this. I'm going to bring into this barrel for now because I need the space. And because I did that, I can also grab this power and bring it here. And this is a beautiful power setup. 5 is going to be more than enough. As you can see, they're all growing, even though those 2 machines are working. And if you didn't know that, Cook Apple is the best food that I found where you can go, here, eat. And voila, speed boost 7. Well, this is really amazing. It's manual and labor intensive, so you don't do it all the time. But this is a cute, quick thing. And if you can see here, it's giving me some dust, some pieces and other stuff. So guess what the next step should be? The next step should be auto compressor. Now this one's a problem though. And I'm going to explain why it's a problem. You only want to compress the piece. You don't want to compress the redstone, the blaze powder, the stuff like that. You really don't care. So we're back to that quest. Let's come back here, completed that quest. We want to complete the input-outputs quest that we had started, and we want to get the filter. So let's come here and search filter. So filter is made with paper, so I need some paper, which is super easy because it's dried up sugarcane. So I want some filters, and I wanted to make 3. I'm not surprised at all. This is what I wanted to do. No. And this is something that's very important that you need to know. Where's my electrum? Oh, they never cooked. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, let's go back here, do this, and oh, it's only because I didn't put it in the right place. Okay, that's really annoying. So let's grab that bucket again. Let's go and push it here, and let's come back here. So what I was saying is, with the electrum, if I want to upgrade a filter, I want a hardened filter, I can craft it with 2 Invar, or iron is cheaper, I can use an iron one with an Invar. If I want a reinforced filter, this is so cheaty by the way, I can use an electrum with an iron one. I don't even need the Invar. So I'm going to do this for 1 for sure, and I'm going to bring it here. And the reason I'm going to bring it here is that this filter, I'm going to be able to put it in whitelist mode, and I'm going to be able to come here and say, in here, I want this nickel, aluminum, and copper only, and push them in here. So I said, what? I have nickel, aluminum, copper, nickel, aluminum, copper, lead. So let's grab 1 lead, tin. Let's grab 1 tin, gold, copper I already have, iron, nickel I already have, and silver I think. So let's come back here and click them in. If one already exists, it's not going to force itself in. So I'm missing one. I think, no, aluminum, tin, silver, gold, copper, nickel, lead, iron. Oh, I'm missing the platinum. So the platinum one, unfortunately, I don't have anymore, I think. Let me just quick. Oh, I'm so lucky. Yes, I do have a platinum one. So I'm able to put the platinum right there. So now that I have that, I can do this. I can set up another crate right here. This is really a temporary setup job. And for this, I want this to empty as fast as possible. So this is one of those cases where I'm going to make a servo. I ran out of servo. This is crazy. I'm going to make another servo. And I'm going to upgrade that servo with an electrum. And I'm doing that only to get the 32 stacks per second. And the fact that the extraction rate is 1 stack per second. So I'm going to come right back here, do this, and say go. And oh, I screwed up. Okay, well, I screwed up. Not in a big way, but one thing that I forgot to do is the filtering. It needs to be on both. So on this one, the filtering needs to be whitelist, and on that one, the filtering needs to be blacklist, because if we don't do that, we're going to end up getting some pieces in any of the closest place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And you know what? I can show these in here. And I can come back here and go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So now, with this turned on, it is on. This should extract from here and see how it went in there, and all of the pieces should go in there. So to begin with, I'm just going to go like this and oh, I forgot to turn it on. I was saying, like, why is this not working? So it's going to do it. It starts from the left. So now it's going to grab the crushed end stone first. Then it's going to start getting dust. And then let's say that it starts getting dust and you get gravel in the first spot. At least, as long as it can only put dust in here, it's only going to grab dust. So that's kind of, it's not the best filtering. There's no way to say like this priority, but this is possible. And what you basically want to do now is just well, I wish I would want to automate this, but right now there's no, like, I should have put this in a different place so that it would grab it. But for now, oh, you know what? Let me just do a quick job. If I go like this and put whatever I don't want in here. Oh, this is going to take too long. I'll sort that in the time lapse. So if you look at this automation, I still have one big missing part. Time for another retriever. Retriever right here. I'm going to need an eye of ender, so I'm going to need 4 of those. I'm getting really low on ender dust. That's a good thing that I'm sieving some, but I'm probably, if I'm good enough, I might not need to do any sieving in the episode, but there's a good chance that I am going to need to do some sieving just to be able to move forward. So retriever like this, and again, this is not something that's super important in the sense that this doesn't need to go fast. I'm going to put all of these here and a Are you kidding me? Where's my retriever? Oh, whew, still in my hand. So retriever right here. And because of the dumb placement, like there's these pipes, although they're good, they're not amazing. The Ender IO pipes are so much better. I need to put this here, and then I need to grab an empty bucket like so. And then I can go in the retriever and say whitelist bucket on. And here I can say whitelist bucket on. And now if I go look here, lava, 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 nothing, lava. I'm going, oh, it's already gone. So let's put, I like having 6 because 6 means 1 in each and 1 ready to be grabbed for the next one. So now this is forever lava. This is filling from my lava production, which is almost infinite. And then it's pushing lava buckets and grabbing back lava bucket. And you can already see full power, full power, full power, full power. And this one is empty because it grabs power from the left to the right and uses it where it's needed. While I'm here, let's just, nope, let's just give it a cooked apple. And let's go check my cows quickly because the noise is annoying. Live cow. And yes, 2 leather. Okay, RNG was good to me this one time. Sometimes the RNG is horrible. Sometimes the RNG is great. And you know what? I don't want to hear you, and for whatever reason, you don't seem to be growing, so now you get to go dying. Let's come here, Aqua Affinity. Once in a while, you'll see me come here to check, and the reason you'll see me come here to check, it's because if I can get a luck or efficiency book, I'm going to apply it on the diamond pickaxe, because I want to make the diamond, well, the diamond hammer, not pickaxe, as good as possible. So back to the automation and back to the book. So this quest is fully completed. Going to grab 4 hardened servo, which I should have done before. And that's another quest line done. Now, everything else in here is kind of bonus. This I can't even do before I unlock a Termal Expansion. But everything else is kind of bonus in here. But at least we got this automation semi-done, but not done good enough for me. So the next step is we got these right here, these this compactor, which makes chunk, and I want the chunk to cook. So I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to put a servo right here, and on that servo, I'm going to say, can I do it? Let's go quickly. On that servo, I'm going to say yes. Oh, wow. This is kind of lucky. Gonna go come right here, and I'm going to say platinum. I always want to extract from here. And the reason I want to extract the platinum from here is that platinum needs to be grinded. It's too expensive a resource. I'm not taking any chance. And I'm going to put another one right here with a servo. I don't need an ardent servo, but that's what I have. Whatever. I don't mind. So, and this one I'm going to say blacklist platinum because I don't want platinum to go into this one. And this one I'm going to go up like this into a crate, like so. Perfect. Then I'm going to say no to platinum. I'm going to say no to gold, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to say no to, what's the third resource that I want to be careful with? Plenty of aluminum, plenty of lead. You know what? Everything else I have so much of, I honestly don't care. So it's only going to be these 2 that I don't want. So this one I'm going to blacklist gold, and this one I'm going to extract gold, whitelist gold, and I'm going to turn this one on. Oh, no. Turn this one on, and let's verify it. That's not going to work. This one can verify it. So let's put the gold. I can't. So these are not extracting, which means that it's working. And the gold, is it getting here? Nope. And it's getting in here. So we know that this worked. So all other, I'm going to turn this on, and all other resources are going to extract and go right in here at some point. These are so slow. Yes, finally. And we're going to put this iron furnace right here, but we're going to disconnect it like so. And I'm going to make a hopper now. Hopper. I'm going to make a hopper with aluminum like so. And I'm going to put the hopper, oh, I don't like how you placed yourself like this, but now I have to remove this again and put the hopper here. And I don't want this connected, so disconnect this. So basically all of the sieving resource go up here, and they go in the hopper, and they go in the furnace. And the reason I crafted an iron furnace instead of this furnace is that the iron furnace is faster. So I'm going to come back here, craft another tank, and this one, it's almost a waste of time, I want to say, because I hope you guys have the information and I just couldn't figure out. But whichever side I tried to extract the empty bucket from, I was never, ever, 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 ever able to figure it out. Not with these pipes. Maybe with other pipe, but not with these pipes. So I just want to grab some lava, and you know what? Let's try and make it faster. Perfect. And let's grab this, bring it over here, and then I can put a bucket in it, and at least I can push to it. So the idea is, once in a while, when I see that this is no longer burning, I go here and I push the bucket back here, and it's at least kind of semi-automated. Not automated enough for me, but it's, yeah, I'm going to use the term semi-automated, but I'm not happy with the solution, and I wish I had found a great solution before getting here. Need more item duct. So item duct right here, these one. Grab 6 more, and I'm going to put this and this. Perfect. So now these item duct are great, and I'm going to go like this, and like this, and I'm going to start disconnecting. Don't want you to touch, don't want you to touch, don't need you there, don't want you to touch, don't want you to touch, and don't need you to touch, but I want you to touch here. So the reason I'm doing this is that we're finally getting into storage. What am I looking at now? Storage. Okay, I don't know why I'm looking here. So storage. Wow, sorry, I had a senior moment. I guess I'm getting old. I'm wanting to get into storage, and storage is simple drawers. So, simple drawers. I already have simple drawers. Although they take up precious space in my cave, a drawer can keep things more organized and visible than a chest, and sometimes limiting how many different types of things can fit makes automation easier. Wants us to craft a basic drawer, which we already got, a 1x2 drawer, which I hate and never use, and some basic drawers 2x2. We don't have those? Let's go craft those. So drawers, and the 2x2 are like so. So I need some chests. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 craft of chest. And then I'm going to come right here and do, why did I make so little? Oh, I'm out of wood. That's one quest completed, but I never run out of wood because I have wood here. So let's craft this into oak wood plank and some wood, and let's come back here. So the drawers are completed, perfect. And it's also going to give me 4 drawers. And I'm going to come in here and drop a couple of things that I don't need because, as always, inventory management is a problem in this game. So don't need this. Don't need the bonsai, and the gunpowder and the other thing can come in here. Gunpowder, nickel, platinum needs to go in here. But like, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I need some hammering done. Well, basically I need hammering done. Put it in here, gets transferred to hammer, gets transferred here, which gets transferred here. We can always accelerate this when we want. Let's accelerate it and E. And this, like I said, gets to compacting, and compacting comes to here or here, which dumps in, oh, look at this already, which dumps into here, which starts cooking stuff. Perfect. So now we have the drawer. Let's look at the next quest. Next quest is drawer upgrades. So these drawers are proving quite versatile. I can upgrade their capacity, lock them so that there is no cross-contamination even when a drawer becomes empty, and take them shut to easily move them around. Adding a drawer slave also let me attach more ducts or conduits for automation. Hey, automation, this is what it looks like. Let me grab this, come back here, and we're going to look at packing tape. Need some more paper. So packing tape, like so. And what else does it want us to craft? It wants us to craft a storage upgrade. So storage upgrades are weird. So I'm going to do at storage and then upgrade. You have to first create upgrade templates, and for those I'm going to use the 2x2 that I don't care about and craft 2 steps of storage upgrade. Then it wants us to make a storage upgrade iron and a void upgrade. So let's do a storage upgrade iron. I don't want to do more than one because, believe it or not, the best upgrade is emerald, and I don't have enough use for emerald. So the only upgrade I'm really going to do are emeralds. And for the void, I need 8 obsidian. That's easy. Oh, I broke my whole setup. I should have gotten some obsidian before breaking this setup. Well, just a little dirt once in a while is good. So let's add bucket again, because I know I've made a lot of bucket by now, but because of the automation, I need more buckets. So let's grab 1 bucket, and now I need to go this, and this. Really? Let's go up here, break this, and now I need water, and I'm going to get my 8 obsidian. This episode is running long. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to put a time lapse on it. It's so long, but I wanted to get this automation done, and this is not great. Let's put this right here, and because we can't put it on top, 45 item duct right here. Great. At least those are not important resources, but it's so annoying when you, in the middle of an episode, discover that you have what you needed somewhere else. So let's do this, and then we can at least go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Let's come back here and do, let's be careful. Let's do the void upgrade. Perfect, like so. And what else do we need? We need a controller slave, which is actually the important part. So let's do the controller slave, like so. Oof, that's expensive. So I need a 2 redstone comparator. So I need 6 torch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 quartz. Huh, can I use a different quartz? No, okay. So I need 2 quartz. I was just trying to be fancy and save some money. And do I have stones? Stone. Again, this is one of those things where at the end of the episode, I'm going to figure out that I did have stone somewhere else, but too bad. So let's just go back here, do this and do stones. Get my bucket back right here. And how many stones do I need? I need 5. So while I'm waiting for this, I'm also going to need a gold. Do I have a gold right here? Yeah. And let's put it in the crank because I might get 2, and 2 gold is better than 1. Come on, this thing is so slow. Perfect. So pulverized gold that I'm going to put in here, and then I'm going to come here, craft my 2 redstone What? Because stone, of course. The redstone comparator also uses stone. Great. Let's do this and stone in here, and oh wow, I found the stone. Don't worry guys, I found the stone right after that stupid weird Windows notification sound. I found the stone. So let's do this, and we have a controller slave, which is this quest completed, and that's, oh no, okay, the last one is compacting. You know what, let's do that one too. So we also need a compacting drawer. Wow, I'm on caps lock. So we need 2 piston, 1, 2, and then we need a compacting drawer. Can I use a 4x4 instead of my single? Yes, I can. Perfect. And a compacting drawer, which gives me 3 more, which means I'm done. Perfect. So if you remember, there was an automation quest that were giving us those. Where did I put them? Where did I? Oh, wait. I think I never grabbed it. Let's go right here. No. Right here. No. Right here. No. Oh, so I already grabbed it. I just can't find it anymore. Story of my life, guys. Story of my life. Well, the drawer key is here and the drawer controller is here. Okay, so you can put a drawer controller. Let's say I'll put it just here for now. And then I can put my 4x4 right here. And I want to quickly show you. Let's say that I grab some redstone and some glowstone. And I go redstone, glowstone. And let's say I go some of this and some of this. And I go, no, diamond nuggets. And I go emerald nuggets. So these four, if I shift and click, it removes all of them and no traces of it. But if I use the key, now these drawers can only ever hold those resources. So even though it's empty, it doesn't remove it. So now I'm going to unlock it because I'm going to remove this out of the way. Perfect. So I'm going to show you the rest of the setup. Let's do another one right here. And let's do, so the compacting drawer, I'm going to put at the top 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top like this. And I like putting the redstone in a compacting drawer because you can extract it as a block or as a single. Same thing for glowstone. Do I have lapis somewhere? Yes. Same thing for lapis. And it doesn't work on the ender dust, and it doesn't work on the blaze powder, and it doesn't work on the bone meal. So you're kind of limited by what you put in there, but it works on this. The other resources, I'm going to grab like this and like that. And I like to put those in the drawer like this. But what I wanted to show you is that now, if I take one of this, one of this, one of this, one of this, and one of this, you can hit with your hand this, and everything that fits in there goes. But there's also another thing that you can do. If I continue putting those down, and I'm going to break this because I don't want them to go in there. If I use a controller slave and put it here, this is like more input for the drawer controller. So now, if you look at this, I'm going to grab, I didn't want to grab all of them. So if I grab some of those resources and I go, these are going to be my metal, like so. And what I did is I right click to take only half, and I do this. Now, if I come here and I say extract, extract and turn it on, this is going to start emptying. And look at the ingots here, 3, 1, 164, 16. Let's go. Why you no export? Okay, this is annoying. Maybe I did some setup wrong. Let's just look at the servo. If I take I'm going to take another servo. I need more redstone, which I can easily grab like that right now. If I grab a servo like this, and you know what? Because I want to make sure that this is as fast as possible, I'm going to make it a reinforced servo like this, and I'm going to put the servo right here and go ham. This should start emptying, and you know what? Just because of these two, I'm going to give them a drawer, because if you don't give them a drawer, see, it takes the first drawer that it finds that's empty, sorry, and it pushes it in there. So now this is all going to push. If there's a drawer, it's going to use the right drawer. If it doesn't find a drawer, see, like this, the ender dust, I don't want it here, I'll move it here. The bone meal, I don't want here. So you can always move things back around at some point. And like, this is a good example. This I'm going to get a lot of. So the tiny coal is something that you want to grab and put in here. And see this, should not have gone there. So I'm going to need a filter here, because the filter here, I'm going to have to say blacklist the nickel, like all of the ores that can go upstairs, I'm going to have to blacklist them. Although I don't even know where it's coming from, because it should have been blacklisted. And is this emptying? No, this is not emptying. So Just give me a second. I think I know what I did wrong. I think it's one of those stupid things where this thing only output from the bottom. Let me turn it up. On. Does it in? Yes, perfect. So now this is going to empty. So this episode, unfortunately, is very long, and we didn't even get to do as many quests as I wanted because I wanted to like rush through all of these quests. But I guess I'm going to be keeping some for the next episode. So now, guys, I'm going to go in a time lapse, very short time lapse because this episode is already long, and the time lapse is just going to be finish setting all the proper filter, making sure all of these blocks are fully processed and emptied, and making sure that all of my important resources get in here so that I can use this as my resource processing system. And you know what, like this, and make sure that everything's in the right place. And the idea is that in the next episode, which I'm hoping is going to be Tuesday, what I would like to do is, well, in the best of world, this is going to be, you're watching this on Sunday, and by end of day Monday after work, I'll have enough vote to decide the next branch, and I'll record an episode so that on Tuesday you'll be watching the episode of which branch we go to and do that branch. And all of this is going to be cleaned up and set up properly, and everything is going to be set up to burn to the maximum. And I'm probably in the time lapse going to max out that platinum and gold ore chunk into this grindstone, just to make sure that I have all the resource in the world. And this should never be running empty. Like, I should always make sure to at least come here and put in here all of the cobblestone, put a lot of cobblestone so that at least it's doing gravel. So it's better to be sieving gravel than nothing else. If I want to sieve dust or sand, then I can just grab cobblestone, put it in here. I'm probably going to do a stack of compressed sand and a stack of compressed dust, just to be able to get as much of that as possible. And also, during the time lapse, see where the 2 soul sand, since soul sand is super important for quartz, I'm going to be putting the soul sand through this process to make sure that I get as much as possible. And like I said, the trick that I was talking about, make sure that the next resource you want the system to take is the next in line. Now, this is already doing dust, so it's only going to grab the dust until there's no more. And once this is fully empty of dust and there's no more dust coming into the system, it's going to grab soul sand. And then it's going to grab the gravel because that's all that's going to be left. Oh, that being said, this is the usual xHedra. One last thing. Polished diorite, polished andesite. If you take these two and you come here and you craft them in bunch of 4, you get 4 diorite. In bunch of 4, you get andesite, and this is going to go right here and get crushed. So same thing. You know what? This is what I was telling you. Let's remove the cobblestone. If I remove the cobblestone, this is going to grab the first thing, which is diorite. And I'm going to be sieving the diorite, and I'm going to be sieving the granite, so I'm going to fix all of that. So the idea is I'm really going to go in a very short time lapse, clean up around, and get ready to start with the first choice, which I'm hoping as many people as possible are going to vote on. And that's where we're going to go. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.